killing each other.
Farewell.
And you as well.
Okay, so that was just saying that there are fade rifts throughout the area, and by using those you get influence or power. And you can then use that power back on your war table to, you know, get access to new quests or new bonuses or new areas. So it's kind of promoting that you do quests and you do fade rifts, which we will, so that's not an issue. And actually, look there on our objective, it says that we require, let me see, 4 power. And I think we have none. Yeah, we've no power. So let me see, we'll go down to these guys. So before we can even progress in the storyline, we have to get power. But again, that's fine, and fortunately for us, the hinterlands is such a massive area. But people in BioWare weren't too happy when people initially bought the game. People were staying in this area for about 15 hours. And they weren't happy with that. BioWare were like, will you please just leave the area? But people were just so mesmerised by it. We won't be staying 15 hours. Because actually it's more practical to ramble.
If we were in a village, I could just pinch a blanket off a clothesline and be fine. Out here, I'm sure the apostates have plenty of supplies, just haven't been able to find them.
Farewell.
And to you.
Okay, so we got one side quest there. And there's one up here too.
True enough. Maker, I hope it's not me. That's the last of the bread. Going to be a long, hungry night.
These people need food.
There are rams out in the hills. Good eating, cooks easy, and no lords around to kill you for poaching. Too dangerous to go hunting now. More likely to find mages than luck.
Good luck.
Luck won't put fat on your ribs.
Oh, we've one more quest over here. Where are you? It's not you.
Someone, anyone, please help my wife.
What's wrong with your wife?
She gets sick when the weather's foul. Can't catch her breath, like cobwebs in her lungs. Our son Hindle makes a potion that lets her breathe. He's the only one who can make it, but he's joined that cult in the hills. Please, get to him and tell him what's wrong. Without that potion, she'll die.
Sounds like she has asthma. You know? That, like, her breathing gets difficult when the weather is bad. Because now my brother used to have asthma. He kind of grew out of it. But he had it for years. And it was kind of the same. You always had to be very careful in winter. And that with your inhalers. So, it's kind of interesting. She has, like, real problems. It's not like she's got scourge bane or something. Something very relatable. So where do we have to go? Oh, all the quests are down there. Okay. Let me see. We're not going to do the ram meat because you'll just find that more just happens. So we'll start down here. We'll go down to this fade rift.
Thank you. Thank you. We all did.
Well, I'm not going the right way anyway.
Right. That's why.
So yeah, for any of you guys that have played before, what are your favourite companions? Especially like companion banter. Because I won't lie, I think my favourite banter was between Solus and Dorian. But then one of my friends was telling me that Sarah and Iron Bull have really good banter as well. Which sounds hilarious. And I won't lie, I never use Sarah. She angers me. So, which isn't the best. Like, am I the only one who gets annoyed at her accent? Even though I am also... Like, I lived in England until I was 6. So I used to have the accent. And then I moved to Ireland. So I have been in Ireland for the last how many years. And that's... But then a lot of people think I'm American. You know, a lot... And especially a lot of women. A lot of women think I'm from America. I'm like, no. Maybe I just watched too much Friends. Oh. That is a rift. Yeah, I'm putting a shield on me. Oh, it's such an easy rift. It's sad though, because by the time you hit like the last area, your rifts consist of several of those massive pride demons. You know, the one that we saw before we closed the Temple of Sacred Ashes? Like, it would be 4 of them, which is horrible. So, there is a quest in here. Can't believe in any of those quests.
Templar bastards killed my husband and stole the ring from his finger. They deserve to die.
You're saying the Templars attacked your husband?
Aye. He was digging out a stump. The fools couldn't tell a shovel from a mage's staff. Had to be safe, they said. Rebels everywhere attacking by surprise, sick bastards. They took the ring I gave him on our wedding day in case it was magic.
Farewell.
And that's pretty interesting there. It's, you know, that the Templars, they saw this guy with a shovel and they mistook it for a weapon and killed him. And unfortunately, that's far too much a reality even today. You know, you always hear it on the news. So it's kind of, it's shocking that they implemented that. Also, we need ram meat, so I'm gonna kill him. Oh, wow, and then there was actually people here too. I should be giving everyone barriers, shouldn't I? Ah, no, Miss Cassandra. This is why I should be using that tactical camera.
It must have been some time since the Renegade Templars faced a mage of any talent.
Oh, Solus. What else do we have? I need that. Need to get all that ram meat. Actually, there was a weird skull that place, wasn't? Did I not just see a weird skull on my map? Yes, we did. Okay. So we're gonna look at this. This is called an ocularium. I think Solus might even have a comment about it. Ew. That's just a corpse. Just a corpse.
What's with the skull?
Okay, so he doesn't make a comment. This is like a really weird area. But anyway. If you look in it, it's a freaky skull that has glowing eyes. Come on.
The skull illuminates certain objects in the distance. I am not familiar with such magic.
Of course, it had to be a skull that lights up creepy shit.
So yeah, you can see you kind of hover over areas and they light up. And it says shards spotted, so we don't know anything else. That's all we know at the moment. But we will find out more later. And you just kind of gotta do a whole sweep. And there we are, 4 out of 4 shards. So in Remix's playthrough, he was an elf archer. I won't lie, I think that was my favourite playthrough. That was the one I did on Nightmare mode. Now, I didn't stream it or anything. This is my first playthrough stream. But it was definitely my favourite. Ooh.
They had time to think. And there you were.
I went to see the breach for myself. I did not know you would be there.
You must not have been far away.
I was not. I'd come to hear of the conclave, but did not want to get close.
Lucky for us, then.
Very lucky, if you know what I mean. So, even that's actually a very interesting suspicion. Cassandra, she's like, how are you so close by? But Solus is like, lady, isn't it obvious there's like a conclave happening that could change mage history? Which is very true. And then look, all the shards that we actually identified for them, they all pop up. There. So, let me see. We'll go for one. I'm not going to fall to my death though. But tip, actually. Maybe we will fall to our death. If you barrier yourself, you can do those long falls. And it doesn't matter. As long as the barrier doesn't wear out. And actually, I took a lot of damage there. That seems a bit crap. I don't know how much health I lost. But usually the barrier works. Oh, thanks, Remix. Sure, I like having chats anyway. And that, but yeah, definitely the elf archer was my favourite. Now again, I did female. Because again, you got a romance Solus. I don't see a shard in here. Might be outside. But yeah, and I even just loved with the archers, it's just, it gives you a lot more escapability. Oh, there it is. But you get so much more escapability when you're playing, and especially with the fade rifts.
But there must be a reason the skull illuminated the object.
So, let me see. We'll go to this place. We'll kind of just be a bit versatile with what we do. You know, and take elf fruit. Always take the elf fruit. Like, you want to do a Tempest build? Yeah, I think that would be very good. I won't lie, I was very scared off from it. It looked a bit too scary. So I did avoid it. I went with the Assassin instead, which a lot of people did recommend for the Nightmare run. Because I was very afraid of this Nightmare run that I was going to do. I was like, I'm going to die all the time. It's going to be terrible. And that, but I didn't. But people did recommend go Archer and go Assassin. So I was like, that's fine. And it did. It worked really well. But the Tempest does look funny. And see, because I've never used Sarah, I don't even know how the Tempest works. Oh, there we go. Bit of a stutter. More elf fruit. It was a lot. Why did I even mark this place? I thought there was meant to be a quest. There we are. There's our quest. And that's just it's a treasure map. Pretty much that's it. So that's the ram meat. That'll just casually happen. Yeah, we'll go for the apostate crates. And you can see there actually on my map I have loads of the little yellow stars over the map, and I usually just then press X again on one to get the blue, and then I know which one's the closest, because that's kind of the annoying thing. It tells you where all of your locations are, but it doesn't tell you which is the closest. it's so much fun.